Hello, LH team. This is Austin Marshall here with another URA app tips video. Today, we're going to be going over just some of the lesser known features of the apps that allow you to actually use it to the best of your ability, but also the easiest way to learn about these apps is to actually be exploring them for yourself. But this is a good video to actually get you started and show you some lesser known features that we have found. So we're going to start off with the URA Messages app. And as you can see here, we have the inbox folder. Pretty straightforward. This is where all of your new audios come from. But there's a couple features on here, and this is specifically the iPhone version. As far as I'm aware, Android has these features. They're just going to have different buttons and such. But to start off with, there's a sort button. This allows you to sort it by the unread status or by date. But then also, if you click on inbox, you have different folders that you have access to. Now, as you can see here, I have set up several of these. You know, if I was get an audio or an app message that's about different credibility articles, I have a folder for that. So I put it right here. And then these are just different messages that have different parts from particularly from Dave DeSalt about different parts from Amway or the leadership. So this is a great way to just keep things in track. And if you were to ever want to create a new folder, all you have to do is hit the plus button at the top. You'll type in add folder name. So for me, I might do something for like downline success stories. And something to be aware of, there is a maximum numbers of characters allowed. So you have access to that. But if you were to do something shorter, such as downline messages, add, and now here at the bottom of messages, so if I get a message from someone in downline, I'll add it here. For new owners to look at previous messages, you would look at previous LOS messages up here. I've actually moved through all of mine, so that's why that's empty. But then inbox, and then if you were to say have different ones for different events, you can actually have different URA events, LH team events, things like that. You can sort them by unread or date. You can also edit so that you can select all. You can move them to different locations. So you can move it to a different folder if you needed to. You could mark it as read or unread, and then you could also delete it if you want to. Now, that's the basics for creating folders. Now, the next thing is going to be when you're writing messages. So I'm going to go back here. So for iPhone users, there's a pencil button at the bottom. You would click that. And then for this, you just create the different, who you're going to be sending it to. You create a subject, and you have access to either sending images or videos. You can link websites. You could record a voicemail. So if you wanted to record an audio message, you can do that. Or if you were to send an audio to somebody, you click this button and every audio that you have access to is in this catalog. As you can see, there's quite a bit. And now for selecting the groups. There's a couple tricks to this. If you just know their name and want to search them here, let's say I was sending something to Raul. Check that. But the easiest way is going to be hitting this plus button. This will take you to the different groups you have set up. So from here, you have different ones such as your account. For Sarah and I, this is both of our IBO ships. You can look at your front line. These are all the people that you have personally sponsored. You can look at your sponsor. And then you have your first uplines. This is the platinums in your, or then your in your upline. You have secondaries for that. These are going to be the spouses or whoever was added to the account. And then you also have your downline is all in the MyLOSO Platinum. And then you have secondaries. So good thing to know is when you're sending a message to either everyone that is in your upline or everyone that is in your downline, you want to make sure that you select both of these. Because if you just select one, it's only going to go to the primary user of the account instead of both them and their spouse. And you can also create custom groups. I'll discard that. So then you can go over here and you've got different things. You've got the quick chat at the top. You've got my messages. Live streaming is something that can be done. And then the one for us right now is going to be my groups. So you'll click my groups. This shows all of the groups you have set up. But if you're going to create a new group, let's say I'm going to create a group that includes my upline and then a particular part of our team. So I'm just going to say upline and downline. I can create that. And now it gives me access to all the people that I have direct access to through my list. So let's say I wanted to add a couple people to this. I'm going to add Tim. I'm going to add Raul. I'll add Christine. And then I'm going to add a couple people downline. So then I can just click on this and specifically choose those. But to create this also fully, I'm going to have to look at the secondaries as well. And I can click that. And I'm going to include secondary on my account. So now that I have all that, group has been created successfully. And this I can now look and see everyone that is going to be receiving this message. I can rename it here. I can edit who's in the group here. And if I really wanted to, I could delete the group as well. And you'll get a message to say if you would like to delete it or not. And that's basically the quick tips and tricks for the groups. Now on the other side, there is the quick chat. This is really great for just quick little messages. And I have this one that I had created. And what you can do once you create a message is you can actually go to the little information tab and you can rename the group. You could create a profile picture for that group, activate whether you want notifications, you can edit the members, or you can even clear the chat transcripts if you want to just clean everything up a little bit. And you can also at the bottom delete the group. And with that, that is all of the basics. As I said, there are some little details here and there that's worth looking into, but for a good starting intro, that's what we have. So with that, look forward to communicating with you all in the future. And with that, till sundown.